This is like a rerun of an AMA that went on. What day was it? Sunday. And we didn't realise that we'd messed up the time zones, so we had a post going out in American time and the AMA was English time, and then it messed us all up, so we've had to redo it. So I'm going to be pretty much going over the same stuff from the AMA the other day. But like I said, I'd like to answer any questions, so if anyone's got any questions on the project in general, feel free to put your hand up and join the stage. Well, Bassi, I've no idea how you get on stage every time. Stick your you've got anything to ask, pal, as well about today? We can discuss that over the AMAs, no problem. I don't mind discussing anything business-wise over the AMAs. Everything in this whole NFT project is completely transparent, so the whole marketing plan and our whole plans are completely transparent, so ask any questions you want on that side of things as well. We've got plenty of people coming joining now. We've ended up with about an extra, let's have a look what we've gained today. I think we've had about an extra 200 maybe members so far. What are we up to? Well, 150-ish so far today, which is a good start. This. Oh, Bassi, how you doing? You're on.
I'm doing good, man.
You alright?
Great.
You all clear on everything that we went through today?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, good man. I'm going to be getting a few notes. I've got some minutes getting drawn up from the meeting this morning. So I'll have one of the team is writing up the minutes and a list of everything that everyone needs to be getting on with. So we'll have a list together soon of all the tasks, what we need to get sorted. There's not much on there.
I got that. I think the ticket channel is now available. Also.
Yeah, tickets are on. Yeah, we've got. I think the most work to actually from today's meeting, the most work is going to be for Phenomenal. He's on here. We need to get a couple of these bots in. We've noticed today quite a few people have been playing in the games because we've got the dice game, the roulette game. The poker game's not been played yet. We need to figure that out. We'll hopefully get a poker tournament going. Maybe towards the end of the week. Obviously, I'm away next week. I'm in Barbados all week, so I'm going to be working from there. But God knows how good my internet will be and stuff. So we'll see what happens. I don't want to make too many plans and then not be able to fulfill them and let people down. So once I get over Barbados, once I find out exactly what my signal is going to be like and what my Wi-Fi is going to be like over there, then I'll make some plans for some events that can go on next week. Well, I'll definitely have some skate comps going. That's easy. I can just do that on my mobile. So we'll run some skate comps next week. We'll continue building that league up. We'll try and get a poker game going next week. We've got a big giveaway next week of one of the free hand drawn pieces that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a custom piece, I think, giveaway. I think I'm going to do a one-off custom piece so someone can pick their own reference for it. So, like I said, one of my mates the other day was constantly asking me to do a Freddy Krueger one, but we've already passed the year that Freddy Krueger came out, so I might do a custom one-off competition to let somebody win a custom For Me monster, and they can come up with a theme for it. Those that are listening that don't know about the For Me monsters and the Genesis series that we're releasing at the moment, if you look at on here, you can see DC For Me monster there. He's got Mark Zuckerberg and Haley as well. They've got the same one. That's they both bought that between them, so they own Mark Zuckerberg. You've got Dolmio there. He's got Mr. Miyagi. Ben's on. Hi Ben, nice to see you on, pal. Ben's got the Lisa Simpson one. So these are Genesis series pieces, or with reference from 1982 all the way up to 2022 when I finished them. We're up to number 23 now, and there's only 40 being released. One gets sold every week. I've just finished one. If you look in fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. While everyone's on here, I will post in artwork now. So if you go down to the channels and look for art, I'm going to post the latest one. It's not 100% finished yet. I've got a few details to add to it yet, but this is the one that will be posted this week for sale. I was supposed to be keeping it, but I'm because I'm only managed to get one a week done, I'm going to sell this one as well. So this is going up for sale this week. I think it's going to be the first one on Ethereum. The idea, I started off with all the Genesis series on Polygon, and the big 3,333 we're dropping in May. That's going on Ethereum. So I'm thinking I'm going to move all the original ones over to Ethereum, burn the Polygon ones, and send you all a fresh Ethereum Genesis series, so just so everything's on the same. So this is going to be the first one on Ethereum. If you check out artwork now, I'm going to post it, and I'm just going to do it on my phone while I'm talking. Number 23, 2000, and I think it's 2005. Yeah, 2005. And the inspiration was Miami Ink. I opened my own tattoo studio in 2005 when I was 23. Well, I didn't open my own tattoo studio. I started tattooing out of my bedroom, actually. That's where I learned. But I've now got the largest tattoo studio in the UK. We've had a really good run with that. And I think a lot of that's thanks to Miami Ink releasing in the same year that we opened our shop. Tattooing really boomed. That's why I've used Miami Ink as reference for 2005. If you check in the artwork section now, you'll see this week's Genesis series monster. It's Chester with a full body tattoo and holding a tattoo machine. So yeah, that's the one that's going on sale this week. As it's going to be going, for the first time it's going to be going on Ethereum, and like I said, the idea is to eventually get all the other Genesis pieces switched over to Ethereum, so everything's on Ethereum then. Guys, listen, those that are on here now, so there is, from what I can see, you've got Dave and Haley, you've got Ben, I've got Dolmio, that's all the people with the Genesis series. So those that have joined today that hold one of the Genesis series, I've arranged for you to get a free physical collectible card of your monster. If you look in the chat earlier on today, I posted in there, it's called NFT 4D, and they are real collectible cards with holograms to make them official, and it'll be your NFT on there. And you're going to, for joining this AMA tonight at 11 PM. We're in England, so all those that have joined from America tonight, we've stayed up late to get this AMA because we knew we were putting a post out on Twitter, we was going to get a few Americans in. So a few people have stayed up late to get this AMA in. I'm half falling asleep halfway through it already. So yeah, guys, you that have joined the own a Genesis piece, you're going to get a free 4D collectible card. NFT Queen, let me see if I can accept that request. Oh, you've put your hand down. If you want to come on, NFT Queen, just raise your hand again. I'd like to get a few people on, actually, because ideally, rather than me just rambling on to myself, I'd like to answer a few questions. So if anyone's got any questions on the whole series, here we go. Let's bring somebody on and answer some questions. It's way easier. I hate talking to myself. Right, I think I've accepted. Invite sent. Smith, I'll send an invite there as well. So I've sent invites out to you both. You should both get an invite to come onto the stage. And then any questions, more than welcome. For some reason, people are not joining. I don't know whether I'm doing something wrong here or not accepting the... There we go, we've got someone on the stage. Smith, me legend. How you doing? Oh, we can only just hear you there. You're breaking up quite a lot. Can't make any of that out, Smith. You're muted now. Anybody else on here that wants to ask some questions? If not, I've got a couple of things I want to ramble on about. But there's nothing worse than being on stage and rambling on to yourself. It's always better to get people in with questions.
So,
oh, that's it.
you was talking about, like, yeah, man.
Go on, go for it.
What's up about the Twitter guys? Like, what's latest about them?
Say it again, pal.
Those Twitter guys.
What?
Fov and the other promoter.
Mate, I can't hear a word you're saying. No idea what you're
Like
saying there.
the guys that you sent to me the other day, like the Twitter guys. So is there any latest about them?
The Twitter guy that did the post today, you're saying?
They posted already?
Yes. The post, we had Tough sent a post out today. We've made good contacts with Tough, so he's actually done us a good favour. He's done us a post out today on Twitter, and he's done us a retweet as well to let people know that AMA is on. I'm going to bring Dormio on. Yeah, so he's put a post out, and that's brought in a couple of hundred followers already. That's the first ever paid promotion that we've done. So we've built everything we've built completely organically so far. I wanted to build a really solid foundation, really solid community. And that's happened. We've got a really good community of solid people now that are actually running this Discord themselves. Really, they've run their own skateboard comp tonight. They've all been playing in the dice, all keeping conversations going. So the community's starting to run itself already. And like we said, we've only got 500 people in the Discord. When we get this up to 2,000-3,000, we've got that solid core base already. I do not want this Discord to be something like 150,000 people that are just all bots and trying to win competitions and not interested in the project. What I want to do is try and build this Discord up to maybe 5,000 people and lock it down and have 5,000 people in here that are just obsessed about the project. Dolmio, have you got a question, pal?
Yeah. So, I've seen the slums, the Monstopia.
Yeah.
Is there a plan to get some land and get into the metaverse and build the Monstopia in there?
Yes, 100%. So obviously that's way down the line. We've got to focus first of all on building the animation series, which is basically what the monsters are all about. So the NFTs will be, you'll have full ownership and commercial rights to each NFT, and the idea is that the NFTs are the characters out of the animation series. Obviously your character gets in there and makes itself a little bit famous through the animation series, then it'll build value into your character as well. So that's the main focus I've got, but we have long-term plans of the metaverse, the Smiley coin, our own ecosystem, but there's no point in me pretending that that's going to happen in the next 6 months. It's going to be at least a year, maybe a little longer down the line before we can actually get the metaverse side running. I don't like these projects that promise the earth and then it takes them ages to do it. I want to be honest. I want to say that the animation series has started. The comic books are already written. They're almost ready for print now. We've got 3 ready for print pretty much. But the main focus at the beginning is going to be the animation series, and as we build that, we'll build a website for the MVV where you'll be able to stake your monsters into the website. But when we're talking about land and getting into the metaverse, what I'd like to do really is that world to become a lot simpler before I get in there. I mean, we've got devs on board now. We've actually just started. He was involved actually. He was in the team meeting earlier on, but we've got a few devs on board that could help us build this now. But it's way down the line. I don't want to pretend it's going to be in the next. It's not going to be within the next year. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, man, it's like it's complicated at the minute. You've got to get your head around it and all that, so I understand that fully.
Yeah,
but it sounds sick, mate.
I want to build the MVV, and that's one of the big parts of the whole project, to be able to earn the Smiley coins. You can actually earn Smiley coins now, as you know. You can go down to, if you go down this side on bot games, sorry, not bot games, work in bots. If you work every day in here, if you just literally type work into work every hour, you get paid a coin. Those coins will eventually be translated into Smiley coins. Those Smiley coins will be spent in the MVV, the Monsterverse vault, where you can stake your monsters, and we'll have trait stores, tattoo studios, Amsterdam style cafes, poker rooms. All that will be built first of all on a website, but the idea is that to be Monsterverse. That's the idea, to be able to put a VR set on, walk around as your monster, be able to get him tattooed and meet other people that are in the community as monsters. So that's the idea long term, but like I said, there's a lot to do before we get to that.
Yeah, man, sounds like the place to be.
Yep, that's the one. Has anybody else got any questions before I start rambling on about things? Any questions, just raise your hands, come on board. Those that came on before that I couldn't hear you, try again now, because sometimes you'll come on really bad signal. Next time you'll come on, I can hear everything you're saying. So if you have got a question, just raise your hand. I'll roughly go through the project, because there is a couple of new people on here today. So I'll roughly go through the project and where we started and where we're up to. So we are For Me luxury streetwear brand. We started only 18 months ago. We started with this luxury streetwear brand, and we created these 3 characters, 3 monsters. The whole brand was about self-confidence, wearing your clothes for you. That's why it's called For Me. It's written backwards on all the clothing, so when you look on them in the mirror, it reminds you you're wearing your clothes for you and not for anybody else. With that, we created the 3 characters, Hugo, Chester and Louis, the 3 monsters. Those stood for positivity, self-confidence and gratitude. And we got invited to walk London Fashion Week within the first 3 months of opening, mainly because of the characters and because of what we stood for, what the brand stood for. And we quickly learned that people was really taking to the monsters, so we started to go really deep in the story of the monsters. We started a comic book series with them. We've got some really good stories. So everybody, all the owners in this Discord, get early access to the comic books and early access to the stories. So they've already seen chapter 1. I think there's 1 monster so far earned chapter 2. The idea is every time you get to a certain level, you get to read the next chapter. But from the comic book series, I started to really look into NFTs, and I realised that we could actually get to the animation series a lot faster if we did an NFT series, and we sold the characters off as NFTs, and then we launched the animation series. So we've got 3,333 of Chester's tribe, which are called the Brutes. They're launching in May, and then 2 months later, Louis' tribe comes, 3,333. Sorry, Hugo's tribe is next. They're the Gorms. We've got 3,333 Gorms. I think there's 250 plus traits in each collection, and then we've got the creators that drop in. Well, it'll be closer towards Christmas for the creators to drop, and then at Christmas you'll be those that own one of each monster, one of each tribe. They'll be classed as a family in your wallet. If you own a family, you'll be gifted a free airdropped egg. The eggs will only be 1,111 of those. They'll be given away. They're all given away free, and they'll be the most rare tribe, and there'll be a complete new character. You'll be getting those free if you own one of each. If you own a Brute, you're going to get early access and cheaper access to the Gorms, and if you own a Gorm, you'll get early access and cheaper access to the creators. And like I said, if you own one of each, you'll then get a free egg. There's tons and tons of utility. You head to our website. It's www.thefms.io. That's our website. Most of the utility is written on there. Some of it needs updating. We're adding utility constantly to this. One of the, like I said, one of the main things is commercial rights to your own character that you own, and they will have the chance to appear in the animation series. You'll get access to the MVV, where you can stake your monster, earn smiley coins, spend them smiley coins on advancing your NFT, buying better traits, having the monsters tattooed. I own a tattoo studio. I own a real big tattoo studio in the UK, so I've signed up a few tattoo artists that will be working online, and as you walk into the tattoo studio with your monster, you actually speak to a real tattoo artist, and they will design a custom tattoo, and it'll all be paid for in smiley coin. Smiley coin can be earned already, like I said before, in the Discord. That is only happening until we hit a certain number, because that's just a way of rewarding people that have been in here early and supporting us early. So they're already earning smiley coins. and everybody who's in here now can jump onto that, but eventually that will be locked off to certain levels. So at the moment, level 10 is the first level to try and hit, because level 10 you instantly get a whitelist spot. The same thing with that though, it will get more and more difficult to get a whitelist spot as this Discord grows. So currently we're on about, let me just check on my phone, I think there's around about 500 people so far in the Discord. There is 558 people in the Discord. As this Discord grows into the thousands, as I get to 2,000, I'll increase the level of how hard it is to get to the whitelist spot, and then as we get to 3,000, so on and so forth, it'll get more difficult to get your whitelist spots, and it'll get more difficult to earn the smiley coin. So the fact that you are now in here early means that you're going to get easier access to whitelist, easier access to earning the smiley coin, and be prepared for when the MVV opens. You'll already have a certain amount of smiley coin in the bank that you can straight away go in there and edit your NFT. Like I said, that MVV is maybe a year down the line. The main focus at the beginning is to get the animation series started and rolling out. That is still a lot of work. We have all the characters done now, made into a fully animated character, so they're ready to go. We are working on the scenes. Like Domio said before, he saw the Monstopian slums. So the story is that these three monsters come from a world called Monstopia. They escaped to Earth because the way Monstopia was going, they're 200 years ahead of us. And the whole story is based on three characters that are about, like I said before, self-confidence, positivity and gratitude. There's a reasoning behind each monster's mindset, and there's a really deep story of why they're grateful and why they're positive and why they're self-confident now. Monstopia, the main story of Monstopia is three different tribes that got separated by technology, and then that's how how Monstopia became the sad place that it is now. So it's all about tribes coming together, working together, and showing what we can do together, which is exactly what we're trying to do here at the Forming Monster Society. Build a tribe, all come together, all different walks of life, and then create this massive brand and take over the world. That is the plan. Listen, I've rambled on a little bit there, so if I've confused anyone, if anyone's got any questions about the how to get involved in the NFTs, put your hand up and I'll bring you on board, ask the questions. You can buy the NFTs now as in the Genesis series. They drop once a week. If you look in the, I'm just saying this for the people that have joined recently, I know I've said this before, but if you look in the art channel, if you go to the left, go down to the art channel, I've just recently posted the latest Genesis series that's dropping this week. That will be on Ethereum for the first time. All the other Genesis series on Polygon. This one's going on Ethereum for the first time, and it will be up for bids. I'll run a bidding until probably Sunday next week. Maybe what are we on now? What day are we on? I might even do it to Sunday this week. It's only Tuesday, isn't it? We'll see. I'll try and upload it tomorrow. I need to make sure I finish some details, make sure I'm 100% happy with it. When I draw one of these, I normally leave them on my phone for a week and keep looking back at it and editing little bits and make sure it's perfect. All the artwork is done by me. I'm the owner of the brand, and I'm the owner of the NFT collection, and I've done all the artwork as well. I've just recently brought a new artist. I've brought two new artists on board actually. I've brought a scene artist on board that's drawing the whole of Monstopia, and then also scenes from Earth when the monsters have been here on Earth. And then I've got an old tattoo friend that used to work with me. He's not actually on here tonight. I thought he'd be on, but he's not on here tonight. But Nell is going to be back drawing some of the artwork with me, helping keep up with the artwork, because now that Discord's really taking off, it's taking a bit of time off my artwork side. So we've built a team. We've had a team meeting today. We've now got 15 people working on the FMS. A lot of that is my old team from the Web 2 side, so I needed to build a Web 3 team. I've brought on DeFi Network. We're launching on the Dropspace platform. So they're the experts they're the very, very, very good platform to launch NFTs on. So they've launched some really good, successful projects. So I'm really happy to be on there. They're doing the DeFi, the development side, because I have no idea about that. I'm an artist, I'm a creator, story writer, but when it comes to the Web3 side, I had no idea. So I brought on partners for that, and we had a meeting today with all the team. We've got Obasi, you can see the two lads on stage, Obasi and Dolmio. Both of them guys have been in since the beginning. They're both now working on the project, and we've got, like I said, we've got a team of around about 15 people now working on this, and it's something new every day is coming out. And we've just had a meeting. It was not yesterday, the day before. I had a meeting with what's called Digital Puppets, digitalpuppets.com. If you check them out, they make full 3D versions, full 3D characters that are digital puppets. As I speak into the camera and move my hands around and different expressions on my face, the puppet will keep up. So I'm having Chester, which is the main character that's dropping first, the Brutes. If you see my profile picture, actually that's a version of Chester, the original Chester. Nobody's got a picture, actually. No one's got a profile picture of the original Chester. I don't know where you'll actually find. If you look on artwork, on the section on artwork, if you scroll up, the original Chester is on there. He's a pink plain skin. He's actually got a multicoloured tie on in the art section. That's Chester. So basically I'm having him made into an animation. So any FaceTime AMAs like this, so if I can manage to get video style AMAs, it'll actually be Chester talking, which will be really cool and good promotion for the brand obviously as well. Has anybody got any questions? Because I'm not going to ramble on for too much longer. Anybody that's new on here as well, make sure you head over to Whitelist Raffle, which is down in Whitelist section. The top of the Whitelist section, it says Whitelist Raffle. Make sure you enter your your wallet address in there. Once there's 200 people in that raffle, I will then draw 25 winners. So there's a really good chance of getting a whitelist spot in there. So 25 people out of 200 will win a whitelist spot. So make sure you head over to Whitelist Raffle if you've not already done it and secure your spot in the raffle. Right, I'm going to give you 5 minutes before I'm done. Anybody got any questions, raise your hand. Before I do actually leave, I know it's already on the top of the Discord now because we just updated the Discord, but whitelist price is going to be 0.08 ETH and public mint price is going to be 0.12. This is happening on May the 7th. The whitelist, I'm thinking I'm going to do the whitelist the day or maybe 2 days before public mint. Obviously there's a little bit of the only problem with doing that is there's too many people jumping on OpenSea and forcing the floor price down. So I'm not 100% how long I'm going to run the whitelist for. It's either going to be 1 or 2 days max, so between the 5th and the 6th of May, and then the 7th of May is going to be public mint day, and reveal day is then the weekend of the 21st of May. My birthday is on the 19th of May. That marks 40 years that the monsters have been here from the story, and the idea from that is that we have a party for the monsters being here for 40 years, but basically my birthday party, which is on the 21st of May. I've got somebody raising a hand. Let me try and bring this person on, see if we can get a question in. No, it's gone. Oh yeah, I brought you on. There you go. Mobad.
Hello.
Did I say that right? Mobad.
Hello. Nice projects.
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm cool. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you, pal. You got some questions for us?
Yeah, I just like the...
Oh, it's gone. God knows what happened there, but that was... God knows. Anyway, right, guys. I think I've said everything I've had to say. If anyone's got any questions, who have we got on? Phenomenal jumps on the stage. Phenomenal, how you doing?
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, pal.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, would there eventually be a game attached to the Four Monsters project?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's so many different ideas and there's so much we can do with that, then yes, there would be the option to put a game in there. But what I don't want to do is try and take on too much too early and take my focus off from the animation series. So like I said before, I said the animation series is going to take precedent. We're going to really start to work on that, finishing the comic books off, getting the comic books out there first, getting everyone familiar with the story, and then working on the animation series. I mean, big dreams for this is to get the animation series on Netflix, and you own the characters of an animation series that's on Netflix. That's where I want to get this first of all, and then it's the MVV, where we can get the monsters staked into the MVV. That will be built as a website first. But yeah, a game would be really cool. I know a few people from the My Pet Hooligans project, and what they're doing with the game is really cool, really innovative, and it's kept the floor price really high with them. They've done very much what we did. They put a lot of value into the NFT before they even launched the NFT, which is what's kept the floor price up, which is exactly what we've done with this. We've spent our own money, well, my own money, over the last 12 months building this brand and building this animation series. So I don't want to lose focus from that and start thinking about a game, but most certainly there would be the option down the line for us to put a game in there, and then your characters are not only a character inside a film, an animation series rather, but they could also be a character inside the game as well. So yeah, down the line, pal, it would be perfect for it, but like I said, I don't want to lose focus on the animation series first of all.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to get you some notes today, Phenomenal, from the meeting, so I'll get them over to you as soon as, because I know there was quite a few things for you to be working with. I know that you've already started to get some of them done. The tickets are already online and you've been working on the bots and things, but we did have quite a few things for you to do today, eh? You're going to be a busy man, pal.
Yeah.
We'll look after you, you know that. Congolese, you're on stage. Have you got a question for us?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I don't know whether you have any Chinese.
I don't know whether it's something to do with our signal, but I'm not hearing any of these questions. I don't know if it's me or it's the people coming on, but I cannot hear any of these questions. So he's disappeared as well now. So
I've got one.
go for it.
Careful. The comic books, are they going to be an NFT, or are they going to be like a hard copy, or are you going to...
So the idea with the comic books is going to be just to let people in the Discord get access to those. So the idea originally I was going to do them as NFTs and gift them out to people as NFTs on a gas-free network, but rather than have it all messy and all over the show like that, what the idea is now is to have a channel in here that only is accessible by certain levels. So if you're a level 10, you will get access to chapter 1, and then so on and so forth. As you climb the levels, you'll get access to chapter 2. It just means that people that stay in the Discord and people that work in here and help us build this brand in general will get earlier access to things like the comic books, and then there will be a printed version that will figure out a way of sending out to all owners for free, and then obviously there'll be options to buy that and download as an ebook. It won't be your average comic book, because of the way we wrote it. The way the story's been written at the moment is from like a narrator's point of view. We had a meeting yesterday with a screenwriter to actually start getting them written, so there's actually dialogue between the monsters and stuff, because right now it's just a story out of my head written down from a narrator's point of view, exactly what happened, and almost factually in some points. And what I really want to do is get a tone of voice with the monsters talking to each other and a full dialogue, and they're going to be cheeky and take the piss out of each other, and it's going to be more of like a not South Park, not quite as far as South Park with all the swearing and stuff, but the comedy side and the adult humour of the animation rather than a cheesy kids animation. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so the comic
Perfect.
books are going to be, like I said, they're going to be available on Discord first, so people that earn them will get early access to reading the stories, and then at some point when all the comic books are done, we'll release them to the owners as books, and then we'll also put them on sale on the website as probably ebooks, downloadable ebooks. But hopefully, before the whole 10 comic books are written, we'll have made a start on the series of animation series as well, or at least have the trailers out there for the animation series. Like I said, I've got the meeting with the digital puppets, so the digital puppets are going to massively help us with the animation side of things, getting a dialogue. One of the first things I want to try and do is we've drawn like a set that looks like Joe Rogan's set, and the idea is to have the monsters sat on Joe Rogan's podcast and being interviewed and answering questions and telling the story from their point of view, which is going to be pretty cool. It'll be a good start to the animation series. Right, guys, what time are we on? It is 25 to 12. If anyone's got any more questions, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to raise your hands. If not, I am going to bed because I am exhausted.
You need to sleep, man. You need to have
Go
a
on,
rest,
let him
man.
go to bed.
It's been
Get your
crazy.
hands up. Let him go to bed.
It's been mad these last few weeks. This is growing at some rapid pace. Like I said, we've only got 550, 600 people in the Discord, but that's come from 80 in like no time. We had 80 on here for ages, and we was building that solid team and getting a real strong understanding in the initial team, and then we started to push it out there. Like I said, it's all been organic so far. Today, the first ever paid post has gone out, which has brought us a couple of hundred members over, and we've got the budget now to do some serious marketing. The pre-sales have gone really well. We've got 500 and I was only checking a second ago, I think there's 540 odd minted so far. We're going up to, I think the maximum we're going to go to on the pre-sale list is going to be 800 in total in the pre-sales. So we're doing really well with those. We've still got time. That's going to run right up until May. And then we're going to focus on obviously getting people onto the whitelist, filling the whitelist up. But like I said, we've we've raised around about 20,000 English pounds now. So $30,000 for marketing. So those that are on early and are going to get, and those that own a Genesis series, now we're going to start pushing this marketing. I can imagine bids start coming in for the Genesis series soon. Do not sell them. Keep hold of them Genesis series. They're the ones that are going to hold the most value in the end. I strongly believe that, because the Genesis series is, like I said, one-off hand-drawn images. So rather than a generative, even though the whatever the word, I don't even know how to say it, generative series, the 3,333 brutes, they're all completely hand-drawn, 250 plus traits that are hand-drawn by me. But the Genesis series, they're completely hand-drawn one-off monsters. So make sure you keep hold of them. Dave, it's nice to see you on here, pal. So the guy with Yoda, see that monster that looks like Yoda there with one eye? That's a version of Hugo. They're the Gorms. They're the second drop. And then you can see Samuel Jackson there with NLA. Nicky owns Samuel Jackson from Pulp Fiction. And that's Louis. That's the third drop, which is the creators. So you've got the creators there, which looks like Samuel Jackson. You've got the Gorms there, looks like Yoda. And you've got the Brutes, which looks like Mark Zuckerberg there. These are the three different tribes. You can see Dave Taylor and Sue Taylor. They've got one of the sneak peeks as their profile picture from the first drop, which are the Brutes. There's going to be a big competition this week. I'm going to give away a free hand-drawn one-off Brute. So in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give a free hand-drawn one-off monster, and you can pick which tribe you want your monster to be from. I'm going to run a big competition towards the end of this week. I'm actually going to be away in Barbados, so I'm hoping that I'll have enough Wi-Fi to work over there. And if I have, I'm going to do the competition before the end of the week. I'm going to give away a free hand-drawn one-off piece. you'll get to pick the theme that I draw it on. So, for example, if you said to me, oh, I want it to look like Freddy Krueger, or I want it to look like I don't know who else. Well, we've done Lisa Simpson. You can see Ben there's got Louis dressed up as Lisa Simpson. Every single one of the Genesis series also has meaning behind it as well, and they've got meanings why I chose that reference from that year. I loved Lisa Simpson, so I can't remember what year it was when the Simpsons first came out, but that's when we did Lisa Simpson as Lisa Simpson holding the saxophone. I thought she was cool as fuck when I was a kid, Lisa Simpson. She didn't care what anyone else thought. She got that saxophone out and she loved it. I fucking loved Lisa. So I use Lisa Simpson as a reference. So, yeah, there's going to be a big competition to win. If you want to be entered into that competition, your profile picture needs to be one of the sneak peeks. And you needs to have, you can see Dolmio's name here on the top on stage. It says Dolmio and in brackets, For Me Monster. If you want to be entered into that competition, you're going to need to have a profile picture as a brute. You're going to need to have your name as, whatever your name is, then For Me Monster. And there is going to be a Twitter post put out to like, share, and obviously be in the Discord. And you'll be in a chance of winning a free hand-drawn, custom, one-off piece for the For Me Monsters. Guys, no hands have come up. You've missed your chance. I'm out of here. I really appreciate everyone joining. I hope I covered enough information. Thanks for all coming on. There'll be an AMA with me. Well, for the foreseeable anyway, there'll be one with me every Tuesday. Now, we're in England here, like I said before. So I generally do these around about 8 p.m. at night UK time. Now that's going to be really early America times. That's why we ended up doing 11 p.m. UK time tonight, which is why I'm falling asleep on this AMA. So I'll try and figure out a better time that suits everybody. Ideally, if you get a chance, jump in the general chat. Let me know what time what time's best for AMAs, what time's best for competitions, what time's best for skate comps and poker comps, and we've got all sorts of stuff going on here. If you do want to play in these games, where you can win free t-shirts from our clothing line, you can win free collectible toys from our monsters. There's all sorts of prizes going out there, whitelist spots and free NFTs eventually once the games build up. All you need to do is head to Rolls. I'm just trying to find it. Where is it? Rolls is in the top section where it says welcome to the For Me Monsters. You can see Rolls with the blue emoji, blue circle emoji next to it. Hit Rolls and then hit all 3 of the emojis in the Rolls. That'll give you access to the bots and the games that are lower down. And every week we have a skate competition, which is really simple. All you have to do is type, I think it's FFAS or something, into there, which you just copy what everyone else is doing. You get lined up in a list and then you take turns taking tricks, and it's just a game of luck really, and the winner generally gets a free t-shirt or, like I said, a collectible toy. Skill, who said that? Told me. Oh, that's it.
Every Friday.
No, every Friday we've got Obasi does a quiz every Friday night. Last week the quiz was all about the For Me Monsters, so you're not only learning about the project, but you can win some prizes in there as well. So Obasi, have you got any ideas what you're doing this Friday? What's your quiz this Friday? Have you got some ideas for it?
What is it?
This Friday, what are you going to be doing? Are you going to do the For Me Monster quiz again?
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
people be able to know much more about us, be able to know where we're coming from, and so many details about us.
Yeah,
it makes it much more transparent to people to know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think if we do.
Next week, I just was like to. Okay, start.
Yeah, good mate. So I think if we do the quiz this Friday again on the For Me Monsters, like you were saying, it makes the project way more transparent. So if we run the quiz and we do, we'll do multiple choice questions, so everyone can get involved, whether you know the answers or not, and hopefully get lucky and win something. But like I said, you'll learn a little bit about the project as well on that quiz, which will be cool. So Friday, and that's generally, what did you do at 9 p.m. UK time Friday?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so God knows what that is American time. There's so many different times up in America, but we're on GMT London time here, and we run the quizzes at 9 p.m. and generally the AMAs have been a little bit earlier than that, but I might start doing them a little bit later so we can try and appease both Americans and English at the same time. We'll run different, obviously as we go along, with teams getting bigger and bigger, we'll be able to put more AMAs on, we'll be able to put more competitions on and more games on, so we'll have them running at all different times that pleases everybody. Right guys, honestly, I am exhausted. It's been a long day. I've got a 2-year-old that gets up at 5 in the morning and it's now 11 o'clock at night, so I am done. But I appreciate everybody coming on board. That's been a cool AMA. We've had quite a few new people on here today, which is good. We've had plenty of new people join the let me check how many joined while we've been on this AMA. We've got 570, so we've had like 30-40 people join since we've been on this AMA, which is cool. It's growing nice. Like I said, the first time we've ever done paid advertising today, and it was only a small advert. We're a tester, so now we're going to start rolling out the paid advertising, and this is going to grow fast. Over these next couple of weeks, we'll hit 2,000-3,000 in the Discord at some point when I'm happy with the community and the whitelist is filling up. I'm going to close this down as a private Discord because I do not want it to get crazy. What I'd like is to be able to have a personal relationship with as many people as possible in here and everybody understand exactly what's going on and not tons of noise in the general chat and spam and bots going in. I want to keep this as clean as possible. Right, I'm rambling now guys, so I am going to go to bed. Thank you very much for everyone joining. There will be announcements in the next couple of days of a full schedule for the next week of what games are going to be going on, when the AMA is going to be, when the poker game is going to get started. We're going to do a quick test. We've only just put a new bot in to play poker. We're using Poker Now, which is a really well trusted poker site that connects to Discord, and we'll be running competitions in there, like I said, to win free t-shirts, free collectible toys, free whitelist spots, free NFTs, all sorts of things like that. If you look, spend some time looking through the channels now, get into the art section, and there's a whereas everything's moved around, so I'm struggling to find stuff myself. We've had a complete big tidy up over the last few days on the Discord, so things have moved around, but there is a roadmap. There is a roadmap somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's in the top bit in the Welcome to the For Me Monsters. That explains the structure of how we're going to drop the NFTs, and there's a little bit in there about the MVV, but there's more details on our website, which is www.thefms.io, and all these things are being updated. We currently have a professional video being made that explains the project a lot better than I can. We're paying somebody that does it for a living to explain it properly, so that'll be out soon, and this will be going to the moon. So thanks for joining. Make sure you stick in the Discord. If you want to enter this competition later on this week to win the free hand-drawn piece, change your profile picture to one of the sneak peeks, which is there's a sneak peek section somewhere that's in socials. Look in there, take one of those. I think there's 4 or 5 different sneak peeks of the brutes in there. That's only one of the monsters. That's Chester's tribe. Take one of those as your profile picture. Put For Me Monsters behind your name, and there'll be a tweet to like and share, and you will get a chance of winning a free hand-drawn one-off piece. Right, guys, I've said it 15 times now, so this time I mean it. I am switching now. I'm going. I'm going to bed.
You have to go.
Thanks, guys. See you all soon.
You need it, man.
Hey,
See you later. Bye-bye.